told you, I'm in it for the long haul. Without further ado, here is Pretty Cure Sun and Moon, Chapter 1. What a beautiful sea, Papa, said Porun. We're almost there, said Hikari. The plane landed, and Nagisa and Hanuka noticed a familiar yellow mouse run to Nagisa. Pikachu, I missed you, said Nagisa. Pika! I missed you too, Nagisa, said Pikachu, happy to see his trainer again. We're in the Alola region, huh, said Hanuka. Then they noticed a familiar Sabo appear. Sabo? Sabo? Nagisa, Hanuka, Kaylin was looking for you, said Sabo. Kaylin's here, said Hanuka. Who's Kaylin? said Hikari. She's a friend of ours, said Nagisa. She was the champion of Unova and Equestria before me. I still do not understand this whole Equestria for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is a Pokemon region thing, but I'm just... Society. Nagisa, Hanuka, said Kaylin as she ran to them. It's great to see you two again. Great to see you again, Kaylin, said Hanuka. Kaylin, meet Hikari. Nice to meet you, Kaylin, said Hikari. You too, Hikari, said Kaylin. Then 7 girls appeared. Oh, these are some of my friends, Anaya, Lala, Elena, Madoka, Crystal, Scarlet, and Uni. Imagine casually introducing 7 characters with 0 context. Introductions follow. Then a monster appeared. Magical Girl transformation sequence follows. They defeated the monster. The fairies cheered in glee. Then after dancing, Nagisa ran into a blue-haired person wearing shades. He seemed to know her. Nagisa? Said the person. Cress, what are you doing here? Said Nagisa. Silent, Chill, and I are on vacation, said Cress. And who's running the gym? Said Nagisa. No one, obviously, said Cress as he moved his shades into his hair, revealing his blue eyes. Then Panpour appeared. Hey, Panpour, said Nagisa. Poor! Hey, Nagisa, been a while, said Panpour. Then Silent and Chili appeared with Pansage and Pansear. Hey, Nagisa, said Silent as he nuzzled his girlfriend. Breathe! Teravolt! Breathe! Hey, Silent, I missed you, said Nagisa. Hey, forget someone, said Chili. Hi, Chili, said Nagisa. You two know Nagisa and Silent, had Hanuka? Chili and Cress are my brothers, said Silent. I battled the 3 of them for the trio badge, said Nagisa. Makes sense, said Hikari. End of Chapter 1. Nobody in this story knows that Silent, Chili, and Cress are triplets or brothers or whatever. Just, it's not that hard, guys. Stop. It's getting old at this point. Chapter 2. Author's note. I forgot to mention this last chapter. Cress and Hanuka have been in a relationship prior to this story. Hanuka never realized that her boyfriend and her best friend's boyfriend were brothers. On all accounts, I consider myself a very modest person, but why would I not tell my friends that I had a girlfriend? And by the way, my girlfriend's name isn't Hanuka. If you don't know who she is by now, then I feel sorry for you. Author's note continued. Also, Anaya is an OC. Cure Star is not. Also, Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour only learn Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, and Flash Cannon in this universe. Cannon spelled C-A-N-O-N. Also, Wyverium Z is relevant to my fan-made in-progress type, the Wyvern type. This type is never mentioned again. The Cures and gym leaders followed Kaylin to Pretty Cure Resort. Yo, there's a magical girl resort? No way! Can I come? So the rest of the Unova Pretty Cure are here, said Nagisa. Yeah, said Kaylin. Another familiar face is here too. Then they noticed the familiar face. Nagisa, Hanuka, Kaylin, Silent, Chili, Cress, said the familiar person. Iris, said the 6th of them. It's great to see you again, said Nagisa. Axu, I'm here too, said Axu. Great to see you too, Axu, said Hanuka. And who's the new girl, said Iris. This is Hikari, said Kaylin. She's a friend of Nagisa and Hanuka. Nice to meet you, Hikari, said Iris. You too, Iris, said Hikari. After a while, and meeting the Unova Pretty Cure, they decided to visit the ruins of Tapu Koko. Kaylin, are you sure that bridge is safe? Said Cress. I'm sure it is, said Kaylin. Says the one who can fly, said Hanukkah. Hey, said Kaylin. Nagisa and the brothers then walked across. Iris ran to catch up, but the rope snapped and they started to fall. It wasn't long until a Pokemon saved them. Tapu Koko! Thanks, Tapu Koko, said Chili. Tapu Koko nodded and flew away. Then the five noticed they had something around their wrists. Kaylin, what are these? Said Silent. Those are Z-rings, said Kaylin. Let's head back to the resort. I have something to show you. They returned to the resort. Kaylin grabbed a case in her room. What are those, Kaylin? Said Cress. Those are Z-crystals. Lists all the Z-crystals. Then Kaylin duplicated her Darkium Z, Steelium Z, Ghostium Z, and Lycanium Z. He gave the second Darkium Z and Lycanium Z to Silent, the second Ghostium Z to Chili, and the second Steelium Z to Cress. Why'd you give us these? Asked Cress. The Darkium Z, Ghostium Z, and Steelium Z can be used with your partners, said Kaylin. Pansage can learn Black Hole Eclipse, Panseer can use Never Ending Nightmare, and Panpour can use Corkscrew Crash. First of all, Panseer can't learn any ghost moves besides Lick. And my Panseer don't have that, said Chili. Second of all, Pansage only learns the dark move Bite, and I'm pretty sure Silent doesn't have on his. And 3, Panpour don't learn no steel moves. Actually, my Pansage has Dark Pulse now, said Silent. And while training, Panpour learned Flash Cannon, said Chris. How is that possible, said Chili. You don't want to know, said Kate. Oh. Since Panseer doesn't know a ghost move, how about some training to try using Shadow Ball? They went outside to the practice area. Kaylin told Chili to make Panseer concentrate with his hands split apart. Panseer was able to make 3 Shadow Balls appear and launch them. Hey, good job, Panseer, said Chili. Bam! Thanks, Chili, said Panseer. Afterwards, Kaylin taught them how to use the new Z moves they got. They were excited after seeing it for the first time. The Dark Pulse? What on earth would I use Dark Pulse for? I don't like anything related to dark types. 2. Dark. Plus, Purloin is a dark type, and I am terrified of those. Translation. Silence a wuss. Chapter 3. Nagisa left the resort to discover other Pokemon. The others, on the other hand, went to look for her. Where could Nagisa have run off to, said Silent, worried about his girlfriend. We'll find her, don't worry, Silent, said Hanukkah. Then something zoomed past them. Chili decided to throw a Pokeball at it. He of course caught it and sent it out. What's this Pokemon, Kaylin? Said Chili, interested in his new Pokemon. That's a Mimikyu, said Kaylin. This Pokemon disguised itself as a Pikachu for attention. Kinda sad backstory, huh? Said Chili. Don't worry, Mimikyu. You got me and Panseer. We'll be fine. They continued searching, and they managed to find Nagisa. I gotta say, the one thing the story got right about me is that, honestly, I probably would just throw a random Pokeball with just something. Just to see what happens. Nagisa, there you are! I was so worried, said Silent. I'm fine, Silent, said Nagisa. Then she noticed Mimikyu. Who are you? This is Mimikyu, said Chili. He's my new Pokemon. Interesting that you chose a non-fire type, said Nagisa. Also, I was on my way back to the resort from the professor. Did he give you anything, said Iris. He gave me 3 Pokemon, said Nagisa. He also gave me this egg. But I don't want it. I'll take it from you, Nagisa, said Cress. Thanks, Cress, said Nagisa. So what Pokemon did the professor give you, said Anaya. Nagisa sent out her 3 new Pokemon, Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. They're adorable, Litten, said Lala. Then a Pokemon came out of the ground. Who is that, said Elena. Elena? That's a Grubbin, said Kaylin. Does it evolve into something cool, said Nagisa? Vikavolt, its final evolution, is pretty strong, said Kaylin. Silent, after hearing that, wanted to catch it, but Grubbin burrowed before he had a chance. Hey, get back here, Grubbin, said Silent. Silent, wait off, said Cress. Everyone else ran after Silent. They kept searching for the Grubbin, and Silent finally found it and caught it. Everyone ran to him in relief. They also didn't realize a Pokemon found his head as a sleeping place. Chili grabbed the sleeping Pokemon off his head. "Who is this Pokemon, Galen?" asked Chili. "That's a Bounsweet," Galen responded. The Bounsweet woke up and looked at Chili. "Bun! Good morning," said Bounsweet. "Hey, Bounsweet, you can keep my head as a bed if you don't mind being my Pokemon." "Oh," said Chili. "Sweet. Of course I will, as long as I get your head as a bed," said Bounsweet, bouncing in and out of Chili's arms. Chili grabbed the Pokeball and Bounsweet hit the button and was captured. "Welcome to the team, Bounsweet," said Chili. "Vikavolt ain't that strong. I love its appearance. I used it on my very first playthrough of Sun. It's great, but for the love of God, its speed is atrocious. It's like a base speed of 30. It's insane. Like, no, it keeps dying. Just no." "Why would I have a Bounsweet? That's Sal's or Volt's type of thing. I don't need a ton of grass types. I'm the fire dude."